y'all.
Welcome back. Are you ready for Halloween?
Bitch, I am.
What is your granny name?
I don't know.
Like, you're Mexican, so you gotta have like a Mexican granny
Consuelo. I always want
name. No, Consuela.
Consuelo. It's called Consuelo.
Really?
Yeah.
Consuelo. Okay, well, she's Consuelo today. And I'm Bernadette. Okay, so welcome to this week's episode with Consuelo and Bernadette.
Hey, ¿cómo están, mijos?
Oh, ¿dónde está tu café? Ahí abajo.
Aquí tengo mi agüita de horchata. Oh my god, this is too funny.
As you can tell, we're excited for Halloween.
We have our moo-moos.
Well, she has a cute one. I just got the granny one because I was like, let me just buy a granny moo-moo.
I have this one. I have my little pearls that I stole.
I lost my pearls.
That I stole from one of my grandchildren. And Kimberly fucked up my wedding last year, so. My little rollers.
Her rollers.
And look at Rosie's.
I'm sexy,
Beautiful
grandma.
hair. She looks like George Washington's wife. It's giving me George Washington's vibes.
Yeah.
And then Rosie did our blush.
As you can know, you know.
And we got some bright pink lipstick.
Yeah. For the record, this was only for my granny costume last year because this is what I wore for Halloween. That's the only reason why I have lipstick that fucking bright. All my shit's dark.
She didn't have blue eyeshadow, so
I didn't have blue eyeshadow. I didn't.
we're like 5.
Yeah. But let us know what you think about our costumes, y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, this episode is going to be a long episode and it's going to be filled with spooky stories. Some of these, I don't know how to pronounce some of the words, so please excuse me. I tried studying how to pronounce them and I'm white, so I can't. But we're very excited to have these episodes.
Oh, and we
these
still
emails.
have Miss Irma Dale.
Yeah,
here.
we still got my mom. I ain't gave her back yet. My sister's gonna want her back eventually. But
She's right there.
yeah, we're just trying to, trying to spend some quality time with my mom.
Mm-hmm.
Let's jump in here. It's okay. I caught you. Like you didn't catch me. Unlike that time you didn't catch me when I fell out the tree.
Oh.
Yeah. And then she made me pick a switch. But my stupid ass was like, oh, I'll get the little one. No.
You
Ain't that
fucked
right?
up.
Ain't that right, Mom? Oh, now you don't want to be still, right? Just put my phone right up against you. There.
Mom, please don't fall.
Now you can't move. Yeah, Reba's gonna kill me. All right. Let's see. We're gonna start with creepy mortician stories.
Nice, nice.
Do you want to do this one or?
You read that one.
Okay. So this is from our lovely friend from the last episode.
2 episodes ago.
Yeah, from 2 episodes ago. She's the one who sent that Appalachian Mountain one. So, bitch, I look so white.
You do.
I look pale as fuck.
This is your future.
Don't say that. Well, at least I got good hair.
It looks nice.
I was trying to be, what's her name from the Golden Girls?
Betty White.
No, I was Blanche. You know, because she was like an old lady and a hoe.
Oh.
Yeah. She always had her hair done nice. She's who I aspire to be.
Nice.
Blanche. All right, let's jump straight into this. Says,
You
hey
look like a
girlies.
fucking clown. Sorry. Intrusive thought one.
I look like a clown?
I said, bitch, I look like a clown.
Oh, I was about to say rude.
Keep going.
Man, I'm gonna tell my mom to go home with you.
No, she cannot go home with me. Just to go to Reba's house.
Says, hey girlies, you asked and you shall receive. So first things first, Rosie, when you were mentioning the feeling, mentioning of feeling nauseous while looking at the pictures, That's a feeling a lot of our guests would have, along with some lower back pain when they would come over to the house. Anyways, as I mentioned, I'm a beginner mortician and I have been interning at this funeral home for the past 4 months. So far, the creepiest / scary things I've experienced are a few. One night, I was shutting down the chapel viewing room and was cleaning the windows from the inside. When I finally finished, I had to walk inside and vacuum the carpet. As I passed by a window, I noticed little kid fingerprints all over the bottom window. I looked around and I was like, what the hell? I know I cleaned. So I re-cleaned it. The next morning, while I was setting the room up for viewing, all the fucking windows had tiny kid handprints. I asked the funeral director and he laughed and said, oh, that's Thomas. He's been seen around the funeral home and likes to play pranks. When I asked who Thomas was, he mentioned it was his son. His son died at 7 years old when a car struck him while riding his bike. Then last week, I was cleaning out the cremator, the cremation chamber. Hey, Mom, you know what that is. And was doing what I had to do so the mortician and funeral director could place another deceased in there. While I was cleaning, I heard heavy footsteps coming down the hall and heading into the embalming room. Didn't think anything of it until I remembered I was the only person down there while they were above me talking to the deceased family. As I'm walking to the embalming area, I feel very uncomfortable, but I brush it off. I look around, but nobody is there except for the deceased. As I go over to make sure everything looks good, I hear a voice saying, where am I supposed to go? Then I hear very labored breathing next to my ear. I whipped around so fast, but didn't notice anybody next to me. I ran up the stairs so fast and I had to calm myself down. I have to remember the dead can't hurt you, only the living. But like, come on. I've been here 4 months and that's 2 times too many at getting spooked. Maybe I should have picked a different career.
Maybe.
Hopefully, I can send more creepy stories soon. I wish y'all the best of luck on spooky season starting soon.
First of all, I think it's more scary when it's like kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They're creepy.
Imagine you just cleaning and then you're like, I know I cleaned this motherfucking window. And I
there's
did little handprints.
Yeah. Well, remember when we lived in the apartments together, we would always have the little kid handprint
On the mirror?
on the mirror after the shower.
Oh, yeah.
And we didn't have any kids at the time because I was pregnant with Lupito.
But it was in your bathroom.
Yeah, it was in my bathroom. Because it would have like that really long one that had like claws almost. And it was too long. So like on the window, like this is my hand. Right? But the hands would be mirror. like the fingertips would start up here. And it would just be real long. And I don't know, that place was haunted as fuck.
And yeah, it was creepy. Because when you were taking a shower, I would have to be in your room and you would have the door open and vice versa.
Yeah. Like it, when I tell you we've done everything. Like there was times, was it you or who was it?
Monday.
Or was it Carlos?
What?
I don't know. I remember Ava was working late at night. I was having a lot of back pain. And so I was like, I'm going to go sit in the bathtub, but I was by myself and I didn't want to. And I don't remember if it was you or Carlos that I made sit on the toilet or on the floor while I had the curtain closed and I was sitting in the bathtub.
No, it was probably Carlos.
Because I didn't want, he was like, bro.
I don't remember.
I was like, Carlos, I was like, no, because at first I was fine. I remember I was just sitting in the bathtub, but I had the door open. Right? And then like you could hear like whispering or something like that. And I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
And it was creeping me the fuck out. And I was like, somebody come here. And I was screaming and I forgot who it was, but somebody ran into the room and I was like, I'm naked. Then so I like pulled the curtain closed and I was like, okay. I was like, you can come in. And they're like, what's wrong? And I was like, I'm hearing stuff, but like I'm having a bunch of back pain. I was like, fuck me. Like it was bad.
Carlos, I don't remember that.
And then it might have been Carlos because he's like, but what do you want me to do? He was like, do I take you down? I was like, no. I was like, I just want to sit in the bathtub, but I don't want to be by myself.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, so I had to stick my hand. I had the curtain closed and I stuck my hand outside.
And he held it.
And he had to hold my hand while he sat on the toilet. He's like, bro. I was like, it's okay. I'm like, we're friends. He's like, this is the weirdest shit I've had to do with you.
Yeah, because he's not gonna stay in the room.
Because he was like, bitch, like, I'm not gonna be by myself. Like, we both gonna be in here together. I was like, man.
Nah, but that apartment was creepy.
Yeah. Yeah. And the crazy thing is it wasn't like that when we moved in. Like, there was nothing. It didn't have like a crazy energy. Like, everything was fine. So I don't know what happened.
So I remember when I moved in, I was just...
You brought it with you.
No.
Yeah.
It was happening way before that. It was happening with...
It could have been with Fat because she was, like, you know, like all the stuff she kept trying to bring.
Way before me. But even when I moved in...
First of all, we had way too many people in that apartment. And we were only, like, 17.
When I moved in, it was... Yeah. It was a very uneasy feeling. I hated sleeping in the living room. That's how I would sleep in your room. On the floor with Carlos.
Yeah, like, obviously I got the bed because it was my bed. But I was, like, full-blown pregnant. So I couldn't be on the floor. So Carlos and Laura used to, like, get a bunch of cobijas and make a pallet.
Nah, because the living room was creepy.
Yeah.
You will see, like, where your door was at, it was that hallway closet. And in that corner right there, you will see something.
There was always something there.
Something tall and black. And I was like, I'm not sleeping there.
If it wasn't on my side of the apartment, it was on Emily's side.
Mm-hmm.
And it was right there, like, where her bathroom was.
By the kitchen area. Yeah.
And you could always see it walk. And it would just walk, like, back and forth between the rooms. Yeah, it was creepy. And we used to try and light velas. So, like, you know how they tell you to, like, pray. Like, you say your prayer, then you read the prayer on the back, and then you light the vela. Well, our velas, like, you could see somebody go, and they would blow out. That, or they would burn from the bottom up. And it was so weird, because the whole candle would be black.
Mm-hmm. Or sometimes the wick, the little... the wick will be split, so we couldn't no longer light it. It was creepy.
Yeah, we've had some crazy. What was it? Were you there with us when we had to get on top of him?
Bitch, on top of who?
Abel's brother.
No, I think it was way before I moved in.
No, I think it was after. I think you were with your parents.
No,
or something. No, no, we were also living together.
Was I visiting my parents?
I think maybe you were visiting them or something. But I remember, like, my brother-in-law started, like, contorting and, like, shit like that. And he was, like, saying stuff. And we were like, what the fuck? And I'm pregnant. Abel's yelling at me to leave the room. I was like, no. I'm like, what the hell? And, like, Carlos and Abel were struggling to pin him down. And I was like, well, like, goddamn, like y'all can't do it. So I'm over there like this, trying to pin his legs, and he was like, fucking move.
Yelling at you.
He was yelling at me, and so I was like, hold on. So then I laid on my back. I was like, that way he can't kick my stomach. So I was laying across his legs like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Was Emily there?
Yeah, she was there. And then I remembered, like, the closet door, like, when all that was happening, the closet.
Hallway? The one by the front door?
No, the one in their room, because this happened in their room. And
Bitch, I slept in that room once they left.
It was like this, like the doors kept doing this.
Nah.
And then the clothes, you could see them like somebody was running their fingers across, so they were just like swaying. And I was like, what the fuck?
Because whenever they moved down, you know how me and Carlos took over that room and stuff? Well, whenever we took over that room, Carlos was getting a lot of sleep paralysis.
Yeah.
A lot. And then he'll wake up and he'll be like, hey, you didn't hear? I was like, I never prayed in my life, but every time I'm gonna go to sleep in that room, in that apartment, I will pray. I never felt anything weird or seen anything weird. I will see the shadows, of course, but sleep paralysis, it always happened to Carlos. And then he was like, well, let's switch, because he would sleep by the closet. I'm like, all right. We switched, and he didn't have no sleep paralysis for a while. And me, I would just like wake up because I would feel somebody looking at me. Like, we would close the sliding doors, and when I would wake up to use the restroom, the door will be wide open. I was like, yeah, we ain't doing this. I think after a while, I was just like, yeah, I can't can't be living like this.
Yeah,
And
no,
we just
it
moved
was.
out.
Yeah, it was bad. Like it was bad. But that was also when we had that big storm. Remember, we had that big storm and it short circuited all the appliances in the house.
Oh yeah.
Because that's why we had to move out. Everything. And it wasn't just like
even
one or two
but
things.
The renter's insurance didn't even cover it.
Yeah, like the fridge, the microwave, like everything. Nothing fucking worked. And I was like, what the hell? So that's when we all had to move out. And I was like, bro.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Alright, let's do the other one.
I can't picture that.
Yeah, no. Alright. So we have one more story, but if you want to listen to that the rest of this episode, make sure to listen on Spotify, Podbean, iHeartRadio, and YouTube. Make sure to follow us on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram, and make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Remember, we are reading
Creepy. Okay, her dementia's kicking in, y'all.
We're reading creepy stories all of spooky season, so send it to sisterhood.confessions1@gmail.com. Yes.
We want them all. If it's an old family lore that's been passed down, any tribal stories that are creepy. I know those tend to be really fucked up. We want those.
Paranormal.
We want paranormal. If you've seen ghosts, the story doesn't have to be long. It can be short and sweet.
Short and sweet, short and creepy.
Yeah, short and creepy. We want
anything spooky.
If you're a mortician, we want your funeral home experiences.
Yeah.
We want all of it. We're just excited. Halloween is my favorite season.
Mine is Christmas.
The Urs are my favorite seasons. So we're very excited, and tune in for the next episode because we're probably gonna have another kooky outfit or something. Look at me, I'm saying kooky because I'm old.
Bitch.
But we're super excited, y'all.
Excited.
All right.
I think that's it.
That's
y'all.
it.
Bye.
Bye.